Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a while since we've made any videos. We recently just relocated and it has been a very hectic winter. We now live pretty close to my in-laws. They live on a farm that's well over 100 years old. They've been here for a little over 30 years. We're going to start kind of cleaning up some of the old structure and expanding some of what we're doing. So one of the things that we've done here is this old chicken coop. It's one of the original coops that they had. They have since moved on to a different one, but we're going to fix this one up, expand some of the run area, and then get some peeps to raise this spring. So we're going to take you along this journey and kind of show you some of the things that we're doing with the chickens and how we're going to build it and set it up. So this is the chicken coop. We're going to start by cleaning up some of the brush around it. We're going to just kind of clear it out so we can work around it a little better. And then we'll get started on putting an addition on after that. As you can see, we got a lot of this brush cleaned up. Just kind of picked up the loose branches that have fallen, just so it's a clear path around it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the wire off of this outdoor run. The floor of it, because it's elevated, the floor has fallen in a few spots, so we're going to get that all pulled up, clean out any of the old manure in there. We're going to rebuild that floor, and then we're going to clean out in the coop here just because it hasn't been used in a while. So we'll get fresh bedding and everything in there. That hole is sealed off on the outside, but we're going to check for any spots like that and just make sure that this is predator proof. And then once we get that kind of fixed up, we're going to do an addition off the back, and we'll show you that when we get to there. This is the elevated part of the chicken coop. You can see that this floor fell out at some point, so we're going to get this cleaned up. We might tear some of it out and clean up the manure underneath it, and then we'll replace the floor. And this will be the elevated portion. And then we're going to go out the back corner to put an addition on so they have more outdoor space, but still enclosed. So we pulled the floor out of this half of the coop. I think we're going to pull the whole floor out and just replace all of it, just because it is pretty worn. We're cleaning up some of the manure underneath just so it has more ventilation. In the coop, we pulled out the nesting boxes and cleaned it all out. We've got to do a little renovation to the nesting box, just because it's a little worn, falling apart. We'll make the holes a little bigger. We'll video when we work on that, but we're gonna stop here for the day and clean up some. So the plan today is to finish cutting the old flooring out of the outdoor part of the chicken coop. We'll see how much we actually get recorded. It's pretty windy here. It might affect some of the video, but we'll get started with that and then maybe look at fixing the nesting boxes in the coop. So this is the last of the old flooring. Most of it was rotted out and just we could pull it and it would come apart. We're going to replace that. And then here with the nesting box, I started tearing it apart. It was across the back wall. We're going to move it to the left wall here. So we have to take a couple inches off of it just to make it fit. And then we're going to scrap the old wire. So we cut the side and notched out where the 2x4 is to get the nesting box to fit here. This will be the base layer, and then we're going to build a second layer up above it that they can get into as well. Okay, so this is what we have going on. We have an upper level with 3 nesting boxes, and the lower level here, we have it supported.
Patch our hole in the corner.
We will patch that hole. Like I said before, there is wire over it so nothing could get in. But that gives a lot more room on this side for the chickens to hang out. We'll get some places on this side for them to roost, and that should pretty well take care of egg laying in here.